Hello shooters, how's it going? I am Leo from Leonard. Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, as you can see, I have my PC right here, and in about 7 minutes the stream of the DJI new drone launch will start. So in today's video we're going to take a look at that new drone from DJI, which is an FPV that can record 4K at 60 FPS as they showed on previous teasers. So we're going to take a full look at the drone and what the future of filmmaking is, because technology is evolving so much that we could expect a different future than the present, than what is happening today. So in today's video we're going to have a more spontaneous talk about this drone and the future of filmmaking, with great things coming, like more evolved drones, gimbals, camera, and all gear in general. So we're going to have a talk about that, and I hope you enjoy. So guys, I'm back in 10 seconds. It is going to start. 7, 6, 5, and there are 8,000 people watching, so I'm pretty excited to see what DJI has to offer. Let's check it out.
For as long as people have walked the earth, they've wondered how to fly. We have spent more than a decade crafting tools for dreamers. Now, we're going one step beyond with an immersive experience unlike anything else. Introducing DJI FPV. The world's first ready-to-fly FPV drone that lets users of any skill level feel the thrill of immersive flight. We've also revolutionized the FPV experience by creating the DJI Motion Controller, a compact device that enables ultra-intuitive flight based purely on hand motions. With the standard remote controller, 3 distinct flight modes offer multiple options for anyone to fly FPV. Start with N mode for an immersive experience with traditional flight controls. S mode simplifies FPV controls for an exciting hybrid flight. Activate M mode to unlock unlimited flight controls. Now the only boundaries are your skills and imagination. No matter which controller or flight mode you're using, enable emergency brake and hover with one tap to stop and hover in place. The return to home button will bring the drone back automatically to its starting location and land it safely. DJI O3 transmission system delivers crystal clear, hyper-immersive image quality with ultra-low latency. DJI FPV also features a robust modular design. The fully integrated camera records every breathtaking move in crisp detail, putting you right in the middle of the scene, thanks to a super wide 150-degree FOV. Footage stays super smooth thanks to integrated rock-steady technology. This is DJI FPV.
So guys, we just watched the stream that DJI's new drone, the DJI FPV, and here are all of the specs that it has to offer. Let's see, here we have a 1 by 2.3 CMOS sensor with 12 megapixels. It's great. This drone isn't meant to take photos, so 12 megapixels is just fine, is enough. It is more of a racing drone, a filmmaking drone. The lens has a field of view of 150 degrees, which is pretty wide. and it has a 35mm format equivalent. So if this was a regular camera, it would be 14.66mm. So roughly a 15mm lens, which is really wide, great for drone shots, and it also is great for stabilization. Aperture of an f2.8. They are working on bringing a more consumer-friendly low light capability to their drones, because I have the Mavic Air 2, the DJI Spark, and the Phantom 3. The Mavic Air 2 does very well on low light actually, but if you have a f of 2.8 combined with this ISO that I just saw right here, 100 to 12800, you can pull off really great nice shots. Oh my god, really great nice night shots. Here we have a shutter speed of 1/50 to 1/8000. That's awesome. This is the same shutter speed as I have on my camera, which is a Sony a7 III. So this is great. It's great for the videos, the quick motion videos. Max image size is 3840 by 2160, which is 4K. Photo format JPEG, so this doesn't have RAW, which is fine, that because with a high quality JPEG you can still edit it and it will be very good looking. So it's a high quality JPEG, so that's not really a problem. Resolution 4K at 50 or 60 FPS, which is great. Full HD at 50, 60, 100 and 120 FPS. This is interesting. This drone might do slow motion straight out of camera, which is awesome. Video formats MP4, MOV, and the codecs are H.264 and H.265. Like to see this right here. They are kind of heavy files, but it has so much resolution that it's great. Max bitrate 120 megabits per second. Again, awesome for videos, but kind of have files. Color profile, the standard and the Cine-like. I think this is a new color profile by DJI. Rocksteady, as seen on their Osmo action camera, the competitor for the GoPros. Distortion correction available, because very wide lenses tend to distort things, so it's awesome that it has a distort correction feature. Supported file formats EXFAT and FAT32. These are some specs of the gimbal, how much it can tilt, stabilization, single axis and electronic roll axis, which is great. It has a gimbal, so when I saw Rocksteady, I thought it didn't have a gimbal like the Osmo Action. It had built-in stabilization, but it actually has a gimbal, so that's really cool. Aircraft 795 grams. It's pretty lightweight actually. Dimensions with the propellers, it's not that big too. Let's see. Max acceleration 100 kilometers per hour. Oh my god, this is very fast. Max service ceiling above sea level. Oh, it goes, if you are on a place that is above 6,000 meters, it won't go, but 6,000 meters, like 6 kilometers, that's a lot. Max flight time 20 minutes, while at 40 kilometers per hour and windless conditions. So the battery life isn't as good as Mavics, as Phantoms, but it's awesome actually, because this drone can do many things that other drones can't, and it has a 20-minute flight time, which is actually very good. Hover time 16 minutes, max flight distance 16 kilometers. Measured while flying in windless conditions. But hell, 16 kilometers, that's 16,000 meters. That's awesome. Temperatures from -10 to 40. This thing is a tank. 4 antennas, a system charger. It has a Bevo charger and a bunch of stuff that I don't really understand. Watts, amperes, goggles, and they also sell a pack with goggles. So this drone is looking awesome. I like the design. I like DJI's design, but more than that, I like the capabilities that their products offer, and this drone is going to be awesome. Now guys, let's talk about the price. It goes from $1,300 all the way to $2,000 if you add all this stuff right here, and 128 gigabyte SD card, the motion controller that they showed, which is actually incredible, that you can control a drone like a lightsaber, you know. That's incredible. If you add the Fly More kit, which comes with a charger and 2 more batteries, it costs more, $300, and this intelligent battery goes to $160. So if you add all the accessories, it goes to about $2,000, but it starts at $1,300. Now it's the time to have our talk that I said earlier. So a regular FPV drone, I'm not saying DJI's FPV drones, but a regular FPV drone would cost about $430. But then you needed to have goggles, or you wouldn't be able to record anything. And the goggles go for additional $500 or more. And also you need an action cam, because the cameras, the built-in cameras on those drones are very bad. They are only good for the transmission, to transmit the signal to the goggles. And you needed an action cam, which is about $350–400, and that would be about the same price as the drone that DJI is offering, that to me looked much more secure, much more precise with sensors, and it looks easier too, because on regular drones you not only would have to buy all those things, but also you would have to mount your drone, to assemble it, and to program the software, the firmware on your drone. Here everything is already programmed. You just connect everything and you're good to go. Not saying that learning it is easier, because learning FPV and learning anything really in filmmaking is very time consuming and often difficult, and this won't be different. But for the same price as you would have much work and not have the same capabilities, this is a much better solution, because you have the goggles included, you have the controller included, the regular one, and you can add other controllers. So this is awesome. And also the DJI goggles, the goggles that they launched are awesome, and they actually have a transmission much better than the previous goggles. I think that this leads us to the future of filmmaking. DJI got something that already existed but made it better. The transmission on the goggles are better, it looks much safer, and it's on about the same price range. So today I wouldn't buy other brands' FPV drones. I would buy DJI FPVs, even though I never experienced an FPV drone before. I never tested one. But this looks so convenient and so much better than the competitors that I would have this one. Not saying this because I'm a DJI fanboy. I do love stuff about DJI, but they're innovating. This looks so much better, not only because I like them, but because they made it convenient, they made it easier. I would have to program to assemble my drone, to do meticulous adjustments to get it right, to get it to fly right. Now I need to practice. They just shortened the whole learning curve that the other drones, the other FPV drones had. And I think that this is the future of filmmaking, because FPV drones are so unique, you can capture so cool stuff with it, that they are the future of filmmaking, in my opinion. Because the people that are good at FPV today, they will stand out on the marketing and on the social medias. I know this guy from Instagram, Johnny FPV. He's a great drone pilot, and he only does FPV, but it's awesome, and he's got a huge following, and it's great because he stands out on the market. And this is the future. It's so unique and so difficult, and they just made it accessible. It's not cheap, but it's an investment. It looks much safer than the other drones. The other drones don't have sensors, don't have the safety settings that this one has, as they showed us on the video. So they just made it everything better, and that's all about innovation. These guys made an awesome job. So guys, this video will end here. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, and if you didn't, please leave a dislike and a comment telling me what you didn't like, so I can improve on my next videos. Subscribe so you can be a part of the shoot to immortalize family, the shooters. And as always, I'm Leo, I'm out, and bye bye. Shoot to immortalize.